Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with another true crime reading. This time it's on Summer Wells. She's a missing little girl. I don't really know much about the story. I didn't do too much research or anything like that because I wanted to go in kind of cold turkey here. I believe she's still missing. Now, I'm going to try my best to see what happened. No promises. I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know if I'm going to be helpful. I don't even know if it's going to be accurate, honestly. When I do stuff like that, when I do stuff like this, grammar is hard. When I do stuff like this, it's hit or miss, and I'm just trying to help. My intention here is to help and to try to give some information, and maybe it'll sort of help things. But remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment purpose only, and let's get started. You know what's interesting is I'm tongue-tied and I'm really nervous. I usually don't get nervous before readings, and I'm like very easily tongue-tied, which makes me think that there's like a piece of information that's going to come soon for sure. Because I'm like, when I'm feeling the way I'm feeling is kind of just like, I'm trying not to have the glare there, but it's going to happen regardless. I'm feeling like I'm just like, I don't know what the word is. Antsy. I'm feeling antsy. I'm trying to get this so that there's not a giant glare, but you're going to have to bear with me because I think it might be inevitable. We have a new green screen that I'm working with here, so you can maybe see the cards better, but I'll just hold it up. Okay, so the Hermit is reversed. So this is about getting out of our comfort zone, but this is also about getting out of home, right? So this makes sense because I believe she was kidnapped from her home allegedly. Now the Moon is reversed, which is a revealing of a secret, and the Nine of Cups, not getting what I want. So some piece of information was told, and it doesn't look like the reaction they wanted was received. Huh. So the Knight of Cups is reversed. Knight of Cups is like premature or immature. And the Ace of Pentacles is reversed, a waste of resources. And the Eight of Wands is reversed. So the Eight of Wands is like a slowing down. There's an issue. Why do I feel like... There's like a red herring or a wild goose chase in one of the pieces of information. The Page of Swords is reversed. So Page of Swords is, that's like not fighting for something. The Hangman, don't want to let go. And the Knight of Wands, action. So there has to be some piece of information that is slightly skewed. Some piece of information about the story is skewed. I can tell you that because they didn't get the reaction they were hoping for. I don't know if it's like I wanted, I don't know if I can't tell the intentions yet. So I'm not sure if it's like I didn't get the reaction I was hoping for, or if I don't want people to know this part. Something is laced. Something is laced in shame. So something is laced in shame. So some part of the story is laced in shame and it's reworked. I'm not sure if it's a like big part of the story or if it's small. But I think that the story, the reaction that was had from what was told is not what they were hoping. This also isn't the first time. This isn't the first time that something like this has happened. The Knight of Pentacles is consistency and the World is reversed. So the World is a cycle, okay? So this is like the ending of a cycle, and the Death card is reversed. So to me, there has to be something similar. There has to be a similar story. I don't know if it's from the same situation or what it is, but there is something similar here that's related in some capacity. I don't know what the parallels there are. But there is something there because the death card is reversed. So to me, that makes me think of either death would represent either someone who's dead or missing here. So they both would fall in line with that. But the death card is also a transformation or a change as well. So it's like a death and a rebirth. So for me, it's like it has to be, think of the death and rebirth in the world reverse as like the ending of a cycle and changing. So it's like very similar. So there has to be two instances of this type of, I don't know, case or something it's just related. I'm trying to correlate the cards together so you guys can understand. Why am I pulling a job card? Okay, so the Hierophant is commitment reversed. It's also marriage reversed. The Three of Pentacles is job, and that's reversed. And the Five of Cups is disappointment. So there has to be some sort of issue with someone's job. I don't know if it's mom, dad, I'm not sure. Job has some sort of relevance to this story. Did someone say they were at work or they went to a job or something, but they didn't? I don't know if it was maybe it's a suspect that said they were at work and they weren't. Because to me, there's something here. So the Three of Pentacles reverse and the Hierophant's reverse. So to me, I see that as like, that's someone whose alibi doesn't really add up. I see that as like, maybe it's like someone in the neighborhood that saw something or something like that. Because to me, it reads as my alibi doesn't stand strong because even if I was there, I could have left and came back. That's the vibe that I'm getting. The Hierophant is reversed as well. So that could be marital issues. But I also see the Hierophant as a religious aspect. So I don't know if the family is religious, but perhaps that's where the shame comes in to play. Maybe it's like a religious thing or something, or some sort of something like that. I'm not sure. I also keep hearing accident. I feel like, was there a freak accident or something? Like there may have been a freak accident or a mistake or something. The Strength card is vulnerability. The Sun is reversed and the King of Swords is reversed. I'm really confused. This is really hard to figure out because she's not the only one. Like, I'm really confused. The Sun is reversed, which is like, that's the unhappiness. But the King of Swords is reversed and the Strength card is reversed, which is like someone... King of Swords is an untrustworthy person when it's reversed. Says one thing, does another. And the Strength card is vulnerability. So that'd be someone that is around them that you should trust, but you can't. And it's weird because it's related to religion somehow. The Seven of Wands is an underdog. The Seven of Cups is upright, which to me is about many possibilities. And the Seven of Pentacles, comfortableness. Wait. So that makes me think that she was chosen for something. That makes me think of like chosen one. Because this would be like plucking someone out of like a group of seven. So it's like, I choose you. And the Seven of Pentacles, see, we're getting sevens. Oh, wait, these are 3 sevens. 777 is like luck. So it's like luck of the draw. So for me, to me, this reads as like, perhaps there's one, maybe she's one of 7. I'm not really sure. But what I can say is, this is really rare for this to happen, but it makes me think like, you're the chosen one for this. I don't know what that means. Y'all, I'm trying really hard. I'm sorry if I'm not getting very much information. If it's maybe I got some of the people wrong. It's hard. This is really difficult. This one's the hardest reading I've ever done. I'm being honest with you. The Four of Pentacles. Why am I getting Pentacles? This is like having to give someone something. What does that mean? Why would you have to give someone something? The Ten of Wands, a burden. Was the... I don't know, was she... I mean, she was really young, right? She wasn't like a problem child or anything. Someone feels a burden. And then the Queen of Wands is a building anger and frustration. This is weird. There's a lack of emotional expression. The King of Cups is reversed. I see that as empty, like hollow emotions. So for me, I almost see it as like a robot, like robotic. So I know a trauma response sometimes is to express emotions robotically. It's hard for me to see what caused that though. The Six of Cups is the past. Pastor. And the Nine of Swords is reversed, which is like overthinking, overanalyzing. Someone's living in fear. Someone is living in fear here. Someone's detached emotionally because they're scared. Someone's living in fear, 100%. It's like not like I'm not even like. The Eight of Pentacles is reversed. Waste of time. King of Wands reversed. Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is a jealousy card. So someone's jealous of someone here. The King of Wands. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to explain to you what I'm seeing. I'm not accusing anyone of anything because all of the people could be wrong here, but I'm going to give you an example. That way you can understand what I'm seeing. Okay. And I'm not saying that this is what's happening, so don't come for me. I have to give you an example so you can understand the energy that I'm seeing. I don't know where this applies. I'm going to give you two examples. The first example is very clearly, it's an obvious example where maybe mom was jealous of the attention that the kid was getting from dad, right? That's a type of vibe. Or perhaps it was maybe maybe some religious figure or some sort of church group or something like that instilled some sort of competitive, jealous thing in the middle of this. Like, the only thing I can tell you is there's some level of jealousy in the midst of this. In a competition. So somebody created a competition in this family somehow. I don't know where the competition is, but the competition goes hand in hand with the jealousy. I don't know how that plays a part in this, but it is in there 100%. There's it's a comparing. And it also is confusing to me because the Seven of Cups is one of many. So there's multiple issues. So I don't know if there's multiple victims or multiple situations connected to this King of Wands, Three of Cups scenario. But it also looks to me like this to me reads as open secret. Something's off about the dad. I don't know. This feels like the dad, but the thing is that I also feel like there's something religious that's weird. There's like a religious group that's weird. I don't know who's in charge of the religious group. I don't know what's I feel like there are two weird people. Something's off about the dad and the mom, obviously, but there's another person that's weird to me. I just get creepy vibes. The High Priestess is reversed. So that's what I'm saying. That's why it makes me feel like it's not like spiritual, even though it's pretending to be. And the Eight of Cups is upright with the Three of Wands. It's like trying to run away from this. Oh my God. Is this a cult? The Three of Wands is reversed in the Eight of Cups in the High Priestess. That's like trying to run away from something. Emperor is very much, this gives me almost like cult-like leader. And the Nine of Wands is walking on eggshells, and the Six of Wands, ego and pride. There's some sort of group that they're a part of. I don't know if it's the church. I don't know what it is, but there's something that looks like it does. I don't think it's a full-blown cult, but it gives cult-like vibes. So I don't know if it's someone that maybe was like trying to start one, or maybe is very similar to one. But it's, I think that I think her going missing is related to that. Because to me, it's like, get away from this. Run. That's the vibe that I'm getting. So I don't know if that's why she's missing, or if they were supposed to run and then she went missing from it. I don't know. Did she have like a daycare or a school or anything? The Five of Pentacles is like my apprenticeship card. Is there like a nanny or anything? The Five of Swords is upright, and the Ten of Swords. There has to be something. The Five of Swords is like petty energy, and it's also details. The Five of Pentacles is someone who has like power over someone else, and the Ten of Swords is upright. That's like a betrayal. I wonder if someone snitched. That, because the reason I ask if there was anything that she was at is because someone snitched. There had to have been some sort of plan, and someone snitched. Four of Swords, Two of Swords reversed, Nine of Pentacles. So that's like, it benefits me to tell on you. What is this? Well, I don't know what this means. Two of Swords reversed and Four of Swords. That's like the rejection, the healing of wounds, and the Two of Swords, the decision you can't go back from. Someone snitched. And honestly, it's a weird, petty type of thing, but someone snitched. The Five of Pentacles, someone who has information or holds information over them. That's why I'm like, I don't know where this person is. I don't know if it's a female or male, but I can tell you that this person snitched. They have information and held it over them. This case is weird. Y'all, I don't know what I'm getting. There's a lot of underlying threads here. Queen of Cups, Two of Cups, Star reversed. It's weird. So it looks to me like I do think there's a woman that knows something. I can tell you straight up, I'm feeling like there's a woman who knows something. I don't know if she snitched, if she's the one that snitched. All I know is there's definitely a woman that knows something, hardcore. Also, I think we need to stop focusing on the family alone. The Star is reversed and the Two of Cups is upright here, which means clearly there's something going on between the two of them. Something's off about that relationship. However, the Star being reversed tells me we need to be careful of being distracted. Because there's other people here that are related to other incidences. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the Four of Wands. There are other people outside of the home that are related to this that should be either investigated, allegedly, or interviewed or looked at, because there's too much of a focus on the family alone, and some of the pieces are around them. I think this is the best I'm going to get. Also, someone's living a complete double life. I can tell you that straight up. The Knight of Swords is reversed, the Page of Cups is reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles is reversed, which means this person is quite literally living a double life. In terms of their career and in terms of the image that they have, they are literally the exact opposite of what they're pretending to be. It's weird, and it bothers me. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles is reversed, Two of Wands is reversed, and Magician is reversed. This is quite literally like someone who you don't want to step on their toes. Because if you step on their toes, they have a lot of power or money or at least some sort of influence. And it looks like that's the open secret. So I don't know where this is related to. I have no idea. But that's the best I can do. I really do think that there's somebody was trying to get away from something. That's the core of this. Somebody was trying to run. I don't know where that relates to. I don't know how that relates. I could be dead wrong. This is the hardest reading I've ever done. It's really difficult to pinpoint who's who in this scenario, especially going in so blind to this reading. It's really difficult for me to place who's who. So if you would like to put in the comments, if you'd like to help or let me know, perhaps we can kind of figure this out and piece this together. This is going to be one that we're going to have to look back on because it's really hard to just pinpoint straight up. We're going to have to kind of put pieces together over time. So sorry if I disappointed you. I'm doing my best here and I just want to help. And I'm open to being dead wrong. Obviously doing this with respect and trying to hopefully lend a helping hand because you guys have been hounding me for a while now to do this. And I was a little bit worried about it, but we did it. So I hope you guys liked it. If you did, let me know what other true crime readings you want me to do in the bio, and follow me Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Antphrodite. And until next time, bye guys.